Recently I hit 2,000 subs. I don't even understand myself. But thank you so much. Let's get to 10,000. So I got you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram, and here's me answering them. If you like want to get more involved, whatever, and ask me questions, usually if I'm going to do a Q&A or a video where I like want your guys's input, I'll always do it on Instagram just because it's so much easier. And can we tell that I don't really like my fringe anymore? Get a fringe, I said, it would be great. So basically, if you want to ask some questions, follow me on Instagram. I am at Frankie Lubbock, and always there, ready for a chat. I just love, like, if you find a meme that you think I'll like someone sent me a meme about a cat cats waking you up in the middle of the night or something, and it was like just so accurate. If you see a meme and you think, huh, then go ahead and send it, please. First question is, what are you doing for your GCSEs? So in the UK, if you don't know, we have these tests at the end of year 11, and they are our GCSEs, and they're like pretty important, but like not crazy important. Like, it's just school, am I right? It just determines the rest of your life. So for my GCSEs, at my school we got to have 2 options, and we had to take a humanity and a language. So I am taking drama, which was the worst idea ever. Never take drama, so don't do that. And art was also the worst idea I've ever made. Should have taken music, but I didn't, because, well, I don't really know why I didn't take music. I think at the time I was like, I don't like music. I didn't play the guitar then, I didn't sing very much, so I just thought music was never going to be useful, and probably would have been the best idea of my life. But you know, you can't change the past. So yeah, I take art, which admittedly I'm kind of happy I took art because I really enjoy it, but at the same time it's just so much work. Like right now I should be doing my art coursework, but procrastination in the nation, deforestation is not good. I'm taking Spanish porque en mi opinión español es muy interesante, y en el futuro me gustaría enseñar los niños en España. As you can tell, my Spanish is not good. I do really enjoy it though, and I would probably, like, when I finish it at GCSE, I probably will keep like teaching it to myself, just because I feel like knowing a language is like so useful. So that's cool. And I'm taking history, which I don't mind history, it's okay, so I don't mind that. And yeah, and the basic ones like science, English, and that thing called maths. Where do you buy your clothes? I get this question quite a lot, and I buy my clothes from a range of different places. Usually I buy my clothes from charity shops. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be relatable. Thrift stores, just go to charity shops. They are very, very good. That's where I get this. That's where I got this. They're a great place, but also online shops as well, like Brandy Melville. I have some issues with Brandy Melville because they only do one size fits all, but I can't complain because I bought loads of their clothes and I do really like their clothes. And also I look on places like Urban Outfitters for inspiration, and then if I see something like, oh, that's a cool t-shirt but it's really expensive, I'll then just like start looking for things like it. How old are you? Lol, I've probably answered this question 500 times, but you know what, I'm gonna do it again. I am 16 years old, although I look about 12, so I can legally ride a moped. Just imagine me on a moped outside your front door. That's legal. Have you got a crush on anyone? No. Just no. No. Unless you're talking about Asa Butterfield, the guy from Sex Education. Yeah, he's kind of good looking. Add the squash, then the water, or add water then the squash? Thank you for asking this, because this is one of the most important questions, and I'm putting it out there. You always do water and then add the squash. It's always adding the squash next, because that way you can add more water, or you could, I don't really need an explanation, it's just that's the way it is. Do you base your life on the star signs? If you're a close friend of mine, you will know that that's literally true. I base quite a lot of my life on star signs. Not like exactly. Like, I don't read my star sign and then do exactly what it says, but like, I let it filter into my life. And like, if somebody is a certain star sign and I don't get on with them, I probably am more inclined to just not talk to them than try and sort out the issue. That's bad, but I quite like the star signs, and sometimes it just makes it easier to be like, huh, I don't like this person, not because I have a fear of people, just because I don't like their star sign. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you feel better about yourself. Wardrobe essentials. This is such a good question, and I'd like to make a proper, like a full video on it. And I want to do some more fashion videos, because you can, at the moment you can see my amazing outfit styles on Instagram, but I need to get someone to help me film a lookbook. Like, that would be fun. But at the moment, the things that I find myself wearing a lot when you're a student, hoodies. This is like my favourite jumper at the moment. Always have a good pair of jeans, and always have like a pair of trousers that aren't jean material, that are like, I don't know what to say, but have jeans that aren't jeans. Do you know what I mean? I'm literally wearing pyjamas though, so I can't talk, but yes. Okay, why do you want to live in Texas? Now, for those of you OG stans, you will know that my first like video, it wasn't my first video, but it was like my first video where I was trying to be an aesthetic queen. I did like the 20 questions tag, and one of them was like, where do you want to live when you're older? And I said like Texas or somewhere in Japan. I've changed quite a bit since then, but at the time the reason I wanted to live in Texas was because there were just loads of like American YouTubers that were like artsy that I was watching, and they all kind of came from like small towns in Texas, or like small towns in like random places in America. I would still love to live in America, like probably not Texas, even though Texas is kind of cool. So you know what, yeah, I still want to live in Texas, okay? Shut up. Your top 5 favourite people on the earth. I mean, this is difficult because like, if you're talking about people that I know, then it would be like 5 of my friends, or like my cat and 4 of my friends, or like my parents, obviously. And they probably don't want me saying their names on the internet. So if we're gonna say that this question is like my top 5 people, like just as people that I don't know, Conan Gray, because Conan Gray, very inspirational to me. I think his music is like kind of the best ever, and I just found him like at a kind of difficult time in my life, and I just, you know, he changed me. Lana Del Rey. Van de Graaff, the guy who made the Van de Graaff generator. The Van de Graaff generator is such a cool thing, and I just love it. And I kind of love physics and electricity, so like, right, that's cool. What's your most used word? I'm trying to think. Like, there's probably a word that I do use the most, but all I can think about at the moment is y'all. Y'all? Y'all. I use y'all quite a lot, like especially at school. Vernon, shut up. Y'all is just such a good word to use, so yeah. Vernon. So yeah, that's great. Best lesson you've learned so far? In my life, probably the most important lesson I've learned is the importance of like friendship, and like also that if you go looking for like friends, like friendship with people like really hard, if you're like trying your best to make loads of friends, then it's like never gonna happen. You're gonna feel sad forever. Great advice here. But if you like sit back and think, well, you know what, if people are gonna be my friends, it has to happen naturally, and just like let yourself become friends with people, you'll end up having so many friends, and friends just make me so happy. My friends hate me, but I love them so much. So, who are your most watched YouTubers? I watch quite a lot of PewDiePie, not gonna lie. I'm a bit of a gamer girl, so like, hit me up. in the DMs. Yeah, I watch a lot of PewDiePie and Jenna Marbles. I watch her video religiously every single week. I also listen to the Jenna and Julian podcast a lot. I just think Jenna Marbles is such an amazing YouTuber because she's been around for so long, but she's still so relevant. Like, her content has changed with her and her fan base has changed with her. She's just so good. I love her. She's one of my most watched YouTubers. And Cat Creature, she's a really good YouTuber. I love her vlogs, they're so good. What was the best day of your life? I'm trying to think. I have like 2 days in mind. One of them was probably like my 16th birthday party. Even though we nearly died. Story time, we nearly died. We actually nearly died. I'm not even exaggerating. We literally nearly died. We got lost. Like, we were camping and me and a couple friends went out to like celebrate when it went midnight and I was 16. And I wasn't drinking, but there was some drinking anyway. And we got lost on the sand dunes, and then someone was chasing us, and I mean, we probably didn't nearly die, but it felt like it. And I went to see Oh Wonder in concert. They were so good. Oh my god. And that was just, yeah, that was amazing because I love Oh Wonder. What's your nationality? I'm very white. Yeah, I'm literally British. Is that even a I don't even know what the nationalities are, but I'm British. My surname Lubbock has two weird kind of things about it. So first, Lubbock is a place in Texas. Like, there's Lubbock, Texas. So maybe that's why I want to live in Texas. Oh my god, what if like my family secretly comes from Texas and that's why I feel like I have to go back there? Conspiracy theory, guys. And also, Lubbock is a German surname of some sort, so maybe I'm a little bit German, but I don't really think so. I think I'm very, very British, which is great. And also, people talk about my accent quite a lot of the time, like, oh my god, you sound like Emma Watson or whatever. And I feel like in some videos, my accent's really strong, and then in others, like, I do the whole, hey guys, welcome back to today's video, and I sound like kind of stupid. But if I was gonna go really British for a second, I'll do the next question as British as I can. Who is your favourite lo-fi hip-hop artist? Well, my favourite lo-fi hip-hop artist would probably be, okay, I can't do this. Anyway, that's the most British I could probably go. My favourite lo-fi hip-hop artist, I don't really know, because I forget their names, which is so bad, but the guy that does the song Her is great. My favourite channel on YouTube is literally Dreamwave. They are a YouTube channel that like upload people's songs, like songs, and it's all lo-fi hip-hop, and like obviously give credit to the artist, but they upload like the best kind of lo-fi hip-hop. So Dreamwave, check it out. Anything Dreamwave is already my favourite. What is your personal definition of success? This is a really difficult question because I've always had this idea that success is when other people view you as successful, which is really bad because some people you'll just never... Vernon! Some people you'll just never impress. Like, to them, you're always not going to be good enough. So that's life. But I think now I kind of see personal success as when you feel proud of yourself, as when you like sit back and you're like, look at this that I've done. Like, that's success. You've done something and you've changed the outcome, and that's cool. Vernon, if you don't shut up, I'm literally going to eat you. Yeah, you better. What is your biggest fear? I don't really know. I think my biggest fear, actually, I know it, is not being successful. Like, I just talked about my definition of success, but at the same time, like, if I don't get an amazing job and work really hard and make my family proud, then like, that's probably my biggest fear. Which probably shows I've got some issues. Call me by your name or Ladybird. You can't do this to me. I don't care. I don't care I don't care if this is a question, I'm not answering that, okay? They're both. Who's playing at Latitude? Okay, big energy right now. For those of you who don't know, Latitude is this festival in the UK, and I guess it's kind of like Coachella, because it's like 3 days or whatever and you camp, but it's not as good as Coachella because there aren't that many artists. It's not as big. James Charles isn't walking around in his skinny jeans, you know. There's no James Charles at Latitude. But, however, I went last year and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a good time at all. Like, sis, no. Wasn't like the festival's fault. There was just something going on. Conspiracy theory, I was abducted. No, so I kind of told myself this year, like, I'm not gonna go again, it's a bit of a waste of money. And there was only one artist there that I really enjoyed seeing last year, which was Superorganism. They were so good. I literally watched them on my own, and I'm so glad that I did watch them on my own. If you couldn't tell, I'm throwing some serious shade right now. We should just move on. And this year I was like, I'm not gonna go because it's really expensive and it's not like amazing. Like, it's not, I don't know if it's worth how much money it costs considering like how many artists I actually saw. And then they announced that Lana Del Rey is headlining it. So I was quick on that, sis. I've got tickets and I am going, and sorry. For those of you that don't understand my obsession with Lana Del Rey, I literally started listening to her when I was 9 years old. Because my mum had like kind of seen her stuff and liked her and was like, oh, Frankie, you might like Lana Del Rey. And like, even when I went through my phase of just being annoying and just like being, all I cared about was studying and all I cared about was dancing and like gymnastics, ew, I still listen to Lana Del Rey. And now she's like, you know, if there was one person I could see live, it's her. I'm not even kidding. Like, if I could see one person live and then I would die, I would die for Lana Del Rey. That's what I'm trying to say. I would die for Lana Del Rey. This is Vernon. As you can tell, nobody likes him. I don't really know why I got him. Jokes, he's the love of my life. Actually, I will make a video with my boyfriend. Hey guys, welcome back to today's couple goals. Can you look at... Stop it! He hates me, so we're gonna say bye. Thanks again for 2,000 subs. It means so much, honestly. So subscribe so we can hit 100,000 before the end of, did I just say 100,000? I don't know what I meant. But subscribe so we can, you know, keep it going, fam. I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye, friends! You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies gonna